Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Greyhound Diaries. I'm here with Kelly, assistant trainer to Jason Bloomfield, who of course trains Bish Bosh Bashy. And this week we're looking at what a greyhound eats. So Kelly, what time would Bish Bash Boshy have his food?
So we feed in the morning here.
Okay.
Just it works better for our routine because
Sure.
we travel a long way to the track. So
Okay.
yeah, everybody eats in the morning.
And what time roughly are we talking?
Between 8 and half
Okay.
8.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so everybody goes out. Everybody goes out in the morning. Kennels all get cleaned. And everyone has their breakfast outside. So
Okay.
they've got a nice long time, no rush. You can eat the dinner, empty out, and go back to bed.
Oh,
Nice and
okay,
clean
cool.
and tidy.
Cool. And did you say some dogs will just have one meal a day? Bish Bash Boshy likes to half his, does he?
Yes, he won't eat a whole meal in one
Okay.
go. He likes to have half and half, so we feed him again in the evening. Most will just eat it all.
Okay.
To be fair, it makes life simpler because
Sure.
obviously if we're leaving here at 2 o'clock
Yeah.
to go racing. But yeah, there's quite a few on the list. Probably a quarter of the dogs eat again in the evening because they can't manage a whole meal in one go.
Sure. Okay, cool. So talk me. We've got some standard kibble, and you soak that, and is it with bread? Did you say?
Yeah, so it is a complete feed from Red Mills.
Okay.
It's racing dog food. It's quite high protein, 27%. So in theory, that should be all they need.
Okay.
But we like to just add a
Sure.
little bit to it as well. Do have to be careful though because it is complete. You know, you can upset them quite easily.
Sure.
So yeah, but we like to add brown bread, warm water, let it soak for a little while.
Yeah.
And then they have a handful of meat.
Okay.
So this hasn't been defrosted. But obviously it's defrosted. In the summer, often just raw meat. But in the winter, we like to cook it, makes it nice and warm, gives them something nice and warm to eat in the morning.
And then how long after they've finished would it be until they did any sort of exercise or anything?
So they'll go back to bed. All the kennels are lovely and clean.
Okay.
They'll settle down. We start again around about 11:30.
Okay.
And that's when everybody goes out.
Okay.
They won't have digested a whole big
Sure.
meal by then, but they'll be fine to be
Okay.
going off for walks and walking machine, going out in the paddocks.
Sure.
Anyone who's going to have a gallop or run would be a little bit later in the day.
Okay. And would the amount you feed them depend on whether, say, a dog's coming back from injury or needs to put a little bit of weight on or something like that?
Yes, weight. We tend to, if you've got a dog you're trying to put weight on, you do have to split the dinners because you can't overload it all in one go.
Okay.
So those dogs have the extra meal in the evening.
Okay.
If they're resting, they have a different food, a lower protein.
Okay.
We've got a 20% protein.
Okay.
And we've also got some dogs that cramp, so they don't actually have this high one. They have a lower protein and less meat because we found that the meat doesn't help with the cramping.
Sure. Interesting.
So, there are loads of theories for cramping, tomatoes, bananas, all sorts. But yeah, we just find using the lower protein biscuit for the basic helps.
Oh, there you go. Oh, fascinating. Okay, cool. Well, just comment below what you'd like to see next on the next episode of the Greyhound Diaries.